Guys, down here on the track, you've been talking about how the setup is so different on the bike because the track is so different. Look at this down here. This is the outdoor part of it. You kind of see the gnarly grass and the kind of the bumps. This grass is going to get eaten up by the end of the night. So this is kind of the outdoor section. And then as we walk back here a little bit, you see the dirt actually change colors from kind of this black gray up to the brown. That's the clay part that the guys are used to in the indoor. That's the integrity that holds together. That's what the guys make the jumps out of. That's why the jumps are so much like an indoor track, and then this dirt and grass is like an outdoor track.
And one of the things you have to do, Denny, is find a balance with your suspension. You got to get soft enough to be able to get through the whoops and the roughs and all that, but you got to be able to absorb these big jumps that they have. As we take a look at our Dunlop start list here, we'll find out just how sore Chad Reed is. Ivan Tedesco could be a good opportunity for the factory Suzuki rider to sneak a heat win. And don't forget about the number 199. First time we've seen high-flying Travis Pastrana all year in a Supercross machine.
Well, if Travis Pastrana is at an event, you're going to be looking for some excitement. We saw some huge excitement from today. He threw down a backflip attempt on his last lap of his preliminary qualifying. He's guaranteed to show some excitement. He came back here a couple years ago, won his heat race, beat Kevin Windham. So if Travis Pastrana is on the line, expect big things and a lot of excitement.
And guess who's got our onboard?
Travis. Yeah.
There it is. There's a good look at how far you've got to go to get to turn number 1. One thing I can guarantee you about Travis Pastrana, he'll be all throttle. Here we go. Reed stuck in the middle. Comes out about 4th and then gets hung up behind another rider, and Pastrana goes right to the front and gets kicked wide. And Travis Pastrana gets around Ivan Tedesco for the lead, wheeling all the way through the whoops. You're on board and in the lead.
Can you hear the crowd right now? It's roaring their approval. Travis Pastrana, always a crowd favorite. Obviously, after his crazy antics in his preliminary qualifying, just takes the lead from Ivan Tedesco. Travis has had such a busy week. He rode the GNCC race, cross-country race on Tuesday, rode the dirt track on Wednesday, and now we see him out here at the Supercross, out front, battling with Ivan Tedesco.
And Denny, no small feat, because Ivan Tedesco, one of the best Supercross racers in the world, and Chad Reed has pulled off.
You got to believe that Chad has just realized the pain is just too much. He maybe made a mistake, got caught up with some other guys. Maybe he's going to try the semifinal, but right now, the championship hopes of that number 22 Yamaha are slowly dwindling away.
Look at the battle between Tedesco and Pastrana as they blow by the man that is watching the points lead slip out of his hands, Chad Reed, while these two put on a tremendous show here under the lights in Daytona. You can hear Pastrana working the throttle.
Perfect example of just how gnarly this Daytona track is. Look at the ruts on the face of the jumps, all the variety of different lines that him and Ivan Tedesco are taking, just these two riders alone, going wide. You can see there's an option to the inside with the deep ruts. Great visual what these guys have to deal with on this demanding Daytona track.
We heard James Stewart talk about the lights here. He said it was a little bit dark. Does it look that way to you?
Well, it doesn't right now. I mean, this looks like a pretty good point of view as Travis Pastrana blitzes across the outside line. Very similar to what we saw in the lights class with Millsaps and Granton. Travis taking that same line that James was, and it seems to be a much faster line as he pulls up and almost makes the pass on Tedesco.
Denny, he seems to be the only rider that can run the same pace through the whoops that James Stewart ran earlier.
Well, Travis is known to be able to just hang off that motorcycle and give it a handful of throttle. He's a big, strong kid. He's almost 200 pounds right now. He's so tall, he's strong and lanky, but the amazing thing is Travis has spent most of his last few weeks and months doing everything but racing. He's out doing his freestyle, he's racing his rally car, he's doing everything, having fun riding a motorcycle. And this guy is just so talented out here at the Daytona track, racing with Ivan Tedesco, who is no doubt, unquestionably one of the best Supercross riders in the world, and he is keeping pace with him right now in this heat race number 2.
By the way, Travis Preston holds down 3rd, and Tim Ferry's got 4th. That's the final transfer spot. Top 4 going. Mike Brown is 1 spot out of it in 5th, and here comes Travis.
Travis knows each lap he's got a much better line than Ivan Tedesco, hugging the tough blocks way to the right. The track's a little lower, and look at this line, Brian. They have done such a great job with this track this weekend. So many different lines, so many different ways to take these sections. And each lap, Travis knows he's the fastest guys in the whoops. He just can't get close enough to make the pass. Tedesco changing up his line. The lap before, he went to the inside there, noticing it's a little bit faster to jump far in that corner and run a little bit deeper. This is the finish line right area where Travis attempted his backflip in his preliminary qualifying. Just a madman, but out having fun, a crowd favorite. We heard them just screaming earlier.
Well, we knew he'd be exciting, and he's giving us a ride in 2nd place. Can he get the win? Stay with us to find out. On to a slim lead over the Maniac, and I've got to tell you, that's the only way you can put it. Travis Pastrana, because Denny, he is all throttle.
All throttle, and you got to believe he might be getting a little arm pump right now. Travis out here on one of the most demanding Supercross tracks ever, and he is just giving it his all right now, hanging off the back of the motorcycle. It's actually, he's closed up the gap. Travis Preston's right there in 3rd on that number 11 Honda. Kind of caught these guys a little bit, but oh man, Travis Pastrana, how excited. Watch it right here.
We're talking about Maniac, and here's why. Look at this.
Grabs a handful of throttle, jumps into the ruts, and just when you think he's kind of good, I think he clips a bit of a false neutral, almost goes over the bars. He seat bounces the double. All the while, Ivan Tedesco's going, look out, let me get by this guy and get out front.
And look, he doesn't lose hardly any ground.
No, and he's right back in. He's settled in. He's relaxed. I think he's kind of regained his composure. And right, once again, all over the back of Ivan Tedesco. Travis Pastrana on a limited schedule.
Spectacular.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think we can underline this enough to give you an idea of just how fast he's riding. Remember, Ivan Tedesco is one of the only riders all season who's been able to run with Stewart and Carmichael and Chad Reed.
And Travis Pastrana's running right with them. We saw it 2 years ago. Did the same thing. He beat Kevin Windham to take it. Here comes the whoop section. You see down the right side. Travis just gets punished by the motorcycle. Travis just giving it his all. Getting up a little woozy. Just dropped the front end. He knew that it was all or nothing, and he just went for it, trying to make the pass, and Tedesco, and down Pastrana goes.
An unbelievable ride by Travis Pastrana, and a direct transfer to the main event goes right out the window. Oh.
You just, to be inside Travis's mind has got to be, I can't imagine. I mean, he's one of the most exciting people I've ever even encountered in my entire life, and the guy just gives it his all. He's a crowd favorite. You hear him scream right now as he's walking off the track, and the poor guy just needs to sometimes back it down a notch, put in that main event in 20 laps, but, you know, a big crash for Travis.
The guys in the Asterisk medical crew checking him out, seeing if he's okay. Ivan Tedesco, meantime, on his way to a win. A lot of pressure suddenly off of him.
You can see his pace has slowed down a little bit. He's regained his composure, and he's just going to happy to get through this heat race and put in that 20-lap main event.
A couple more obstacles in the way of Ivan Tedesco and a win. There it is. Heat number 2. The Supercross class goes to Ivan Tedesco. Travis Preston will get second. Total disappointment for Travis Pastrana. Tim Ferry's going on to the main as well, as is Nick Way. Krista?
Down here with our winner, Ivan Tedesco, and what a battle. First you have the points leader, Chad Reed, go off the track, and then you've got that great racing between Ivan Tedesco and Travis Pastrana. Ivan, walk us through what happened out there.
Man, you know, I got a good start. Travis kind of hairballed it in the first corner like he always does, but we had a good time battling with him. He was faster than me in the whoops. I was faster around the rest of the track. I think that's where he ended up going down, trying to take some chances, but hey, he's still fast, man.
Ivan, let me ask you too, with Chad off tonight, is this where you can make up ground in the points? We talked so much about Ricky and James, but what about you?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm sitting 4th right now, and Chad's leading it. I guess he's got an injury or something, but he's a ways ahead of me, but we'll see.
All right, Ivan Tedesco, our heat winner. Of course, Chad Reed suffering from that separated shoulder.
Well, it is a great opportunity for Ivan Tedesco, who's podiumed already this year, to really score a bunch of points. And there's Travis Pastrana favoring that right arm, it looks like, Denny.
Yeah, he seems to be favoring it, very similar to what we saw Chad opening tonight. It just shows how intense this sport is. The track is so tough here at Daytona, and a big mistake for Travis, and down he goes.
Here's a look at the results, the top 4 that are going. Talked about Privateer Nick Way. He's on his way as well. He's been very fast lately. Michael Brown will go on to a semi. Let's go back now and show you what happened to Travis Pastrana. Slow motion first.
Well, I mentioned with James Stewart, you know, the big key to these whoops is getting in with a lot of momentum, and Travis was doing just that. He comes in, he does his double jump. He's going to come in, he's going to lift the front end up. He's far on this right side. I think they're a little bit worn down, and he's starting to blitz across the tops, but he misses one just right there, drops the front end and gets over the front of the motorcycle. He's such a big rider. When his weight transfers, it so accelerates so much more, the gravitation, the leverage, and man, he goes down that 199 Suzuki, basically just punishes him.
That's what it looks like at real speed from the helmet cam. That was incredible video. And there's Pastrana walking back. And Denny, I think it wasn't the crash landing that got him with his shoulder so much as a motorcycle chasing him back down. Will we see him back for a semi? Oh, I hope so. What a show. Travis Pastrana.